Have you heard of a squatty potty? If not, stay tuned for this next episode of Digest This.
Welcome to Digest This, the show that helps you revolutionize your digestive health. Here are your hosts, Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato.
Hello, and welcome to Digest This. I'm Dr. Liz Cruz, and I've got Tina Nunziato sitting right here by my side. Hopefully you're watching us. And welcome. If you are a first-time listener, we welcome you. Please check out our library of episodes. We've got over almost 600 episodes in the library, all pertinent information. Because Tina and I have been podcasting for over 10 years now. So a lot of great information. And if you're one of our regular listeners, thank you. We love you. We appreciate that you continue to take the time to hang out with us every week. All right. Yeah. So let's talk about Squatty Potty.
Squatty Potty.
The Squatty Potty. What is the Squatty Potty?
Yes. Well, we first learned about the Squatty Potty several years ago. I want to say maybe a couple decades ago. It's been out for a long time.
Yeah, it has.
We do not personally own one, but we know people who own them.
Yes.
And when we get colonics, the woman where we go for colonics, she has one. So, I use it when we go for colonics. But
that was actually the first time I ever saw a Squatty Potty and or used one, and I think that it's actually pretty fascinating the thought process behind the Squatty Potty. But yeah, that was the first time I'd used one, and I must say that it definitely did make going to the restroom much easier.
So basically, we'll explain what it is. It's basically like a stool that sits up, I don't know, maybe a little less than a foot in front of you on the toilet, and it allows you to lift your feet and put your feet up on the stool while you're sitting on the toilet. So it gives you that kind of squatting position then while you're on the toilet. But that's basically it. It's very simple.
And now Tina will demonstrate. Just kidding. Yeah, it is. It is actually pretty cool technology. I mean, just you elevate your feet, and that simple movement of elevating your feet like that, the philosophy that they use is that it makes the angle. So in your colon, the last part of your colon is your rectum. Well, the rectum and the anus. Okay, that's actually the last part of your colon. And that's where the stool comes to ultimately as it moves through the colon. Ultimately, it lands in the rectum.
Comes to a complete stop.
Exactly. And that's the receptacle. That's a receptacle where stool is held and where it will exit through the anus. And so when you go up, go into the rectum, go through the anus, into the rectum, then you go through a turn. You go through a turn, which is like they call it like the sigmoid, the rectal sigmoid turn. And it truly is a turn. And even when I'm doing colonoscopies, sometimes that turn can be so sharply angled, like in the way that it turns, that it can make it challenging to go through that turn with a camera. And sometimes we have to do some fancy maneuvers to try to get the camera to move through that area if it's like a really sharp turn. And so the philosophy with the Squatty Potty is that by propping your feet up and elevating, you're actually decreasing the angulation of that turn and making it a little bit more, you're straightening it out a little bit more so that it makes it easier for stool to evacuate.
Yeah. The point of that turn is to prevent poop from just coming out, right? That kind of incontinence of the stool. And so there's a reason that bend is there, but what the Squatty Potty's trying to do is release that bend.
Right.
So the stool can come out easier.
Exactly.
Yeah. On the website for the Squatty Potty, they had a video of a caveman squatting and pooping, and how that's a natural way to have a bowel movement, and how now that we have toilets, we've gone away from the natural way of having a bowel movement, right?
Yes,
Squatting.
Because God forbid that we squat, now we have toilets, which is a much easier drop down. But there are still countries, I've actually traveled in countries where when you go into to use the restroom, it's just a hole
Right.
in the ground. And so you do have to squat.
Right.
And so I have actually had that opportunity. and I don't remember there being doors to close
Dear.
Yeah, it was literally like just these little stalls, and there was like a hole there.
So squatting and pooping very quickly would be in your best interest in that situation.
Exactly.
For sure.
Which actually you should poop quickly.
Very quickly.
You know, the point is to get down, squat and poop. You don't want to be in there longer than 5 minutes, because all you're doing is just that extra pressure just fills up the veins and creates these nice juicy hemorrhoids. And so that can, now you could be creating another problem. So
that's partly what they say. The benefit of the Squatty Potty is faster and more complete elimination, right? But the whole idea of the whole reason why you want to have a faster and more complete elimination is to avoid what you're saying,
right?
The straining and the hemorrhoids specifically.
Avoiding those hemorrhoids. And, you know, and nowadays, like, people go and stay for like half an hour because we all have our phones.
Yeah.
We all have our heads in our phones and we're scrolling, we're reading. I mean, even our kids, you know, they'll disappear into the bathroom and we won't see them for like 20, 30 minutes. We're like, hey, what happened to?
It's mostly the boys.
Yes.
I find the boys love sitting on the toilet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our daughter, she has a lot of things to do.
Yeah. So she's very busy.
She can't spend too much time on the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, that's the point of the Squatty Potty, especially help people with constipation, you know, long-term with regard to pelvic floor disorders that come with kind of chronic constipation, you know, hemorrhoids, fissures. So supposedly it helps with those things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's actually pretty clever invention, whoever came up with this Squatty Potty. And it does, you know, I think, I mean, just from our own personal experience, I mean, I think I could speak for you. I mean, it definitely does make it easier to evacuate. It's like, it does take strain off of it. You know, it really does. And so just elevating those legs up and, you know, just helps to eliminate and make your time on the potty shorter.
Right. Well, and to pause for our commercial break, what goes along with the Squatty Potty conversation are the pleasant probiotics.
Yes, pleasant probiotics.
Yeah. So if you're having chronic constipation, please consider getting on a probiotic, especially our probiotic, the Pleasant Probiotics. They can be found on our website at drlizcruz.com by going to the products section, then supplements, and then you'll see them. They're the second thing there. They're the blue label. They're the best probiotic on the market. If you're not currently taking a probiotic and is suffering from chronic constipation, please, please, please get on a probiotic as soon as possible. The way that you take these is 1 in the morning, 1 at night.
And let me just tell you a little bit about what is in it. We've got 6 strains of bacteria, healthy bacteria in this probiotic. There's also a little bit of food in there for the bacteria, a little what they call prebiotic. And the best thing about this supplement, okay, that separates it and makes it different is number 1, that yours truly, with her wife, formulated this. All right. So after taking care of patients for years and years and seeing them on different probiotics, we formulated this brand. This is our own brand. And the other thing about our formulation is that there are no additives, no preservatives, nothing extra. It's simply the active ingredient, very clean, medical grade. This is what you need to be on. So please go to our website, go to our supplement section, and you'll find the Pleasant Probiotics. It's a blue label, Pleasant Probiotics.
Yes, so that ends this commercial break.
Thank you for joining us on that commercial.
Yes. So the other thing I wanted to talk about with regard to the Squatty Potty was who can use a Squatty Potty.
Yes.
So it's actually great for everyone in the household. Yeah. I mean, obviously anyone adult that's suffering from chronic constipation. It's really great for seniors that might, you know, have a hard time getting on and off the toilet. It's great for toddlers learning how to use the potty because it lifts them. So, you know, I know when our kids were learning how to use the potty, we had like a little potty for them. But if we used a Squatty Potty, they wouldn't need the little potty, right? Because they could use the Squatty Potty to stand on and then sit slowly down. But so anyone can use a Squatty Potty. They're very reasonable. You could find them on Amazon anywhere from $20 to $35, depending on how fancy you want to get with the Squatty Potty. But anyway, it's just a nice addition to the bathroom. If you are suffering from chronic constipation and feel like you need more help, or you are sitting too long on the toilet trying to get have your bowel movement, it wouldn't hurt to try.
Absolutely. Yes.
I mean,
absolutely.
why not?
Why not?
If there's something out there that could help you a little bit more, aside from, getting on some probiotics and watching your diet and things like that, that also makes a big deal. But if there's a tool out there that's that reasonable, just get it in the bathroom.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Put one in every restroom.
Exactly.
Right? That's right. Your guests will love you. It'll be a really nice topic of discussion.
Exactly.
All right. So if you haven't connected with us, please connect with us. Go to our website, drlizcruz.com. You can schedule a free 30-minute wellness consult, and that's done over the phone. So you can do it from anywhere in the world, and it's free. It's our gift to you. And if you haven't rated us, please rate us, and please rate us. Give us a rating of 5. It'll help other people just like you to find us faster. And lastly, if you have not subscribed to our podcast, please subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you on the next podcast.
Thank you for joining Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato. To learn more about their revolutionary products and services, go online to www.drlizcruz.com.